second, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Chopper, chopper. Woo-hoo.
2nd and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gilbert. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Get him, get him. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready.
On third down, Martinez. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a give, right side. Dobbins.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Delta.
Second and 14. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Look at me, zipper.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Sad hut. 60, orange. 58, right there. Push him back. Push him back.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Martinez. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Ready. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike's try. Too little, cut. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Yes! 57. Mike, 57. I know he ain't got it. Ready.
To throw is Martinez. Operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, 2. 52, Mike 52. Hey! Tone, fellas, let's set a tone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Martinez throwing to start the drive.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, stand off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 38.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Matthews. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
H3-218, chopper.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 79 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now left side on the swing pass. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Back
to throw. Martinez. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And it's 3rd down.
General West. Get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Martinez to throw on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, a run from White. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Martinez now. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Martinez. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He was looking for Matthews that time. On 1st down, Dobbins. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. Oh, and now he bowls him over. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
57 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Delta. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
All day, baby.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Yes. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Alpha. Now.
It comes to me, it's me.
Leo.
2nd and 5. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
80 weapon. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Go. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2 times. Even. 4 down. Even. 5.
4, Mike 4. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 4.
Hey, lock it.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo. Kill. Let's go.
2nd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken at the 3.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, 63 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Lions 24, Cardinals 17. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Martinez. Off the play fake. And he comes back with one complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Martinez. He's going to sling this deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, Dobbins. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Martinez, off play action, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Takk McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw. Martinez. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line.
Ready. Chopper. Three down.
Here's Martinez on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. 61. Matchbox white. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
61. Matchbox. Hot.
Now Martinez off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going again on the ground here with Hill.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is White on the screen. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Back to throw. Martinez. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Sets up 4th down.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
High 7.
30-yard line.
Hey, Sam off. Check your hot read.
2nd and 3. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4 down. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. McManus now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Cardinals 31, Lions 30. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
But no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Let's go. Go. 57. Mike, 57.
Martinez now operating from the gun. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They'll run for it. This is White, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st down, Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
X3, 218, chop. Look at me, zipper. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 2. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 17 Gator. And go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 49 yards there, a big one. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Bill Bice, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Bravo. 58's the mic.
On the draw, it's White. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Safety's creeping.
Let up. Let's go.
He finds Matthews. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.